After the inevitable defeat of Frieza, Vegeta had to continue on with his training alongside to check on Kakarot, or Goku for that matter. Of course, we had a talk with Whis, and eventually Whis explained that he can maybe take him to Goku, since Goku's growing stronger ever since as well. And he also has a son, Gohan. This of course shocked Vegeta to actually know that Kakarot already has an offspring. He of course didn't know that Kakarot would get married since he knows that he's really decent when it comes to some loving stuff. He knows that as well since he has watched Goku practically deal with Bulma shenanigans, a lot of things as well. So he doubts that, but eventually after we showing everything, we decides to practically visit Goku to see how strong he has become. Whis of course smiles and eventually uses his teleportation to send them both to planet Earth. When they arrive, Vegeta just looks around, calmly and collectively, seemingly not bothered by Earth's environment, though he actually finds it quite warming and welcoming. For the first time, he actually felt like this is more like his home than ever before. Not just a broad wasteland, but a much more peaceful environment. Just like Beerus' world, but in a much more different way, more comforting way. Vegeta then looks to the side and sees Goku training really hard. Goku was sweating and putting all he had gotten. Goku was practically training in the wilderness with a gravity machine. If you guys are wondering, due to Rise not appearing means that Goku wouldn't have most likely able to figure out about gravity train because of how he was able to practically realize some things that he always added weight, so he most likely would have asked Bulma to practically make a gravity machine with his weights. So most likely they were able to build it. Vegeta was actually impressed that Goku's training using gravity training, since he actually was quite curious about this, and to even realize that Bulma was able to practically make this gravity machine was impressive as well. Vegeta smiled and think that maybe he should challenge Goku, and decided to practically sense how far he has gone. Though it's not far, he can tell that Goku's gone strong. Vegeta then rushes at Goku. Goku, of course, called guard, is able to block some of the attacks, but Vegeta continues to attack him recklessly. He wants to practically let himself off so he can see how far Goku's gone. Goku then fights back, finding Vegeta with blows, while Vegeta easily blocks his attacks. Goku's not as strong as Vegeta, but nonetheless, he's really strong on his own. Vegeta continued to battle Goku, with Vegeta barely playing that much of a battle. He, of course, did not take anything seriously while Goku was fighting with all his power. Vegeta was impressed and even told Goku that he's gone stronger, and he is proud that Kakarot is going this well. Of course, Goku was confused of why he called him Kakarot, but Vegeta explained that this is his Saiyan name. He should know that. Of course, Goku was confused with Vegeta meant, but eventually Vegeta told him that he's going this really well. If you guys are wondering how strong Goku is, Goku has a power level after training with the Gravity Chamber for at least a couple of months of around 108,000. Due to Goku constantly training and pushing himself further and further, he was mostly able to reach this power level, though he was mostly not able to utilize a Kaioken, since he was not visiting King Kai just yet. Which eventually explained everything on how he defeated Frieza, and mostly the Super Saiyan transformation. This of course caught off guard Goku, but eventually Vegeta decided to practically help him by letting him train with Whis. Of course, Goku was actually surprised to meet Whis, and eventually Goku also introduced Vegeta to everyone. Vegeta eventually trained with Goku. It's to be on the train on Beerus' planet, with Vegeta showing off Super Saiyan God, showing his power to Goku. He of course was impressed by the power of the Super Saiyan God transformation, and even its history as well. He of course didn't know a lot of things, but realizing the power it was ancient was incredibly impressive. Of course, Goku was even caught off guard by Vegeta's power as he could not sense its ki, which Vegeta of course explained to him that Divine Ki cannot be sensed by mortals, but if mortals does achieve Divine Ki, it can practically sense it, which shocked Goku by just receiving this much information. It was like just when Bulma explained the gravity machine to him a long time ago, which of course Vegeta chuckles to him, saying that it would be pretty fun to fight again. Goku smiles and says to Vegeta this would be as well. Having him as a sparring partner would be pretty beneficial, since he's getting pretty strong and even Piccolo cannot even keep up with him right now. Vegeta of course smiles and asks them making out how far he's gone with his power level. Goku tells him that his power level most likely is around his, but not that close. He most likely would speculate around 100,000, possibly. Which of course was impressed by Goku probably able to narrow it down, but Goku just guesses that much since Piccolo doesn't train by himself mostly, and Vegeta is impressed that Goku actually knows that. Eventually, of course, Goku introduced Vegeta to all the Z-Fighters. Of course, they're kind of hesitant, but Bulma actually does not mind Vegeta's company, and Vegeta doesn't actually mind Bulma's company as well, as both are actually starting to actually get together. Of course, Yamcha practically wanted to practically fight Vegeta, but I also learned that he was able to defeat Goku and not even take him seriously in the battle while Goku's trying to go all out. Well, most likely mean that he's stronger than Goku. And of course, I told you that Whis is actually an angel who is practically a deity, and Vegeta has been training under him for years, and is almost close to his level. Most likely everyone will be pretty scared of Vegeta, but not until scared to say the least that they are terrified of him, but mostly of his strength and power and what he can do with it. Though of course one was just surprised and even amazed at how powerful Vegeta is. The Vegeta explains that he's gone to this training because of his motivation. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal, as Vegeta thinks to himself. That he's actually humbling himself a lot as well. He's staying really humble. Well, I actually kind of likes that Vegeta is really humble and not that prideful. Though Vegeta does show some of his pride from time to time, she actually does not mind it as she sees that Vegeta is someone who practically respects each other if his opponent is strong, but also respects her as well, which is something that she was actually caught surprise. Eventually, they both hit it off and eventually became a couple. Though they do not get married instantly, they do get along together. As for Vegeta, he continues to train with Goku. And of course, Goku also joins Vegeta with training with Whis. Goku, of course, is kind of lacking behind due to not having Super Saiyan just yet like Vegeta, but Whis is able to help him push himself a lot further, as the gap in power actually starts to shrink as Goku continues to train and utilizing Divine Ki. Though he's still far lower than Vegeta is right now, he's able to keep up slightly. Goku, of course, tries his best to practically keep up with Vegeta, and Vegeta is still far ahead of Goku due to him practically getting used to fighting Whis multiple times. Though Goku is still trying to learn his best of his abilities to learn God Ki, he still is able to practically do what he best can. And eventually, after a full year of training, Goku can now utilize Super Saiyan God, and even has learned to utilize God Ki as well. And Vegeta is quite proud of Goku and his progress, as Goku got immensely stronger, which remembers that the first time, it took him at least 2 years to fully master the God Ki transformation. So it's pretty impressive that Goku was able to utilize Super Saiyan God and control God Ki at this stage right now. Vegeta eventually trained with Goku and even told him that he's grown immensely stronger. And Goku thanked Vegeta, saying to him that he would not be able to do it without him. Vegeta just told Goku that it's no problem, and eventually told him that they should continue to train. Goku got nodded, and eventually they both continue on with their training, with Vegeta constantly pushing Goku, telling him to not give up and to always let out his rage. Vegeta was able to practically teach Goku how to utilize Super Saiyan 2, and even how to master Super Saiyan God as well. When Goku learned these basic transformations, he was able to grow immensely strong and powerful. The Super Saiyan transformation were not that big of a deal, but when it comes to the Super Saiyan God transformation, it was actually a really big deal, as Goku can now utilize the power of God to a much better extent than he ever imagined. Even Goku himself was surprised by the power of the Super Saiyan God transformation was able to give him. And of course, Vegeta told him that it's no problem, saying that he'll always help out a fellow Saiyan. Goku smiled and continued to train and spar with Vegeta, with Vegeta showing that he's still the strongest in comparison to Goku, not only just because of his experience but also his training with Whis. Vegeta is growing immensely stronger. And eventually, he starts to talk with Whis, asking if Goku may be able to utilize the technique that Whis has always been utilizing. Whis tells that maybe it is possible, but he knows that Vegeta will be able to utilize the power of destruction and Ultra Instinct soon as well. This of course surprises Vegeta as he looks to Whis, with Whis just smiling calmly looking at Vegeta. Vegeta just smiles slightly and tells Whis to never joke with him again, but Whis just smiles back, saying that he's not joking. This of course shocks Vegeta, but he just chuckles to himself, saying that maybe in the future he will. But for now, he's still not ready. He needs to try. He needs to prepare himself. Whis smiles and tells that he's always doubting himself a lot. He should not doubt himself. Vegeta smiles and tells him that, yeah, he shouldn't. But it's best if he doubts himself, since at least that means he needs to get even stronger, so that his opponents could fear him more. Whis just smiles and tells him that he's just like Beerus back then in his past. Vegeta smiles and continues on with his training with Goku. Goku is now fully mastered Super Saiyan God and is able to utilize the power of Super Saiyan Blue. Though it's not as perfect as Vegeta is, Goku is still immensely strong and powerful. All the Z-Fighters really respect Vegeta at this point, with them seeing that Vegeta is growing immensely stronger, powerful, and even friendlier with all of them. Yet of course is still kind of reluctant to get friendly with Vegeta, but also decides to get along with him, seeing as Vegeta is actually a pretty good person, and someone who practically grew stronger for him to protect everyone and every innocent people. So he has to practically get along with Vegeta, though he still harbored hatred towards the prince deep inside his soul, even without knowing it. As for Goku himself, he's doing good, strong, powerful, and of course, really friendly with Vegeta. Both Goku and Vegeta are immensely strong, but also during their sparring matches out in outer space, when both of them sparring, they will actually sense an evil presence, being Babidi. Of course, Babidi will try to practically get some energy for Boo, but of course, Boo will eventually able to practically intervene and eventually kill Babidi, not allowing to practically get Boo. Meaning that Boo's able to practically go to Whis, and eventually Whis will practically just put it away, so Beerus can destroy it later. After Rogue and Vegeta, they continue on with their training and continue on with their normal lives. It's continue to spar and hang out with both Bulma and Chi-Chi. Gohan also grows stronger as well, with him training with his father and growing immensely, but still not learning Galaxy. But Vegeta is impressed by young Hybrid's potential, believing that in the future maybe Gohan able to even surpass even him. But this is the end for the spar, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sayonara.